Boy, now you make me float, float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope, dope. 'Cause you make me float.
When I tell you the Bob eats, ask my man.
Yeah. This life is finally coming together now. Hey.
When I tell you guys, it is not a joke. Bob's eat. Okay, I'm literally so done with the 40 inches, the 30 inches. I'm so done with the long hair because I went to the store yesterday. Tell me why. Tell me why. Oh, the man that I've been looking in, I've been locking eyes with him. I literally locked eyes with a man standing with his wife and kids in the cart. Kids like, why? He's just looking at me. And I'm looking at him because he's looking at me. What do you think I'm supposed to be doing? Looking away? I don't do those things. I will look at you. Yes, that's who I am. For the ones that are just popping in and seeing me for the first time, welcome and welcome. You will definitely love it here. Ask the people that's been here for a while in my comment sections, please. For the ones that's been here from the get-go, welcome back, okay? You know exactly why we're here. And if you don't know why we're here, it's because you don't follow my social media platforms. And like I say, follow my social media platforms. It is linked down below for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see anything that I've not uploaded or haven't spoken about, please do comment in my comment section. Like and subscribe, babies. Anyways, you guys know why we're here. You guys know exactly why we're here. It's making me sing. Hey guys, like like I always say, and I will reference back to it, okay? For the ones that haven't been watching my Instagram story, I'm going to give you guys like a backstory as to why we are here, just so you guys can kind of follow up. But do follow me on Instagram, okay? That's where I drop the tea. That's where everything drops, okay? You guys know I've been telling you what type of men I want to approach me, what type of men I want within, you know, like I want to associate with, just everything about the characteristics of the man that I want. You understand? And I felt like it starts with me, and I always tell you guys, it starts with you. If you hang around places with people that have hurt you prior, you're not going to find anything different. They're all going to hurt you because why? You're hanging with people that literally hang or know people that have hurt you in the past. So all I'm saying is move out of those areas if you want better for yourself. That's all. And for me, I felt it started with my character. I had to act and be and talk and walk like the woman I want to become, the woman I see myself as. You understand? A lot of people look at me and they're like, okay, but you're already that girl. I'm not that girl in my head. I'm not that girl yet. Because when I do become that girl, baby, you're gonna know I'm that girl from a mile away. Don't play with me. Many memories I'm spilling. Anyway, I met this guy about a month and a half ago. I would say we're about to make 2 months. Hey, we're about to make 2 months. And I met this guy. Oh, let me say he met me on a space. Met me on a space. And I kept asking him, what space did you meet me on? Because there's no way. I only join South African spaces. And not to bash on American spaces, but I've been in quite a lot of American spaces and I don't like it. I don't like the tone. I don't like the type of women in there. I don't like the type of men. And like I say, you are who you associate yourself with. So that's why I just left it. A lot of the African spaces or South African spaces I've been joining, we talk about so many things outside of relationships, sex, and men. You understand? Like things that interest them, things that interest me, so many other things. It's just so productive every time. So I just kind of cut off of that. But I still do follow at least 1 or 2 American spaces, like the American spaces, because a couple of them we do talk outside of the app X, right? So for me, he was like, no, I actually saw you in one of the spaces and you were talking to da-da-da, you know? And I was like, okay, I know that person. So it makes sense. You understand? It's not like he just found me some way and then decided to just try to link or some shit like that. So he said he met me on a space. He told me who he met me through and stuff like that. And then one day again, I popped up on his TL. That's why he DM'd me. So he DM'd me on X. And I was like, hey. So at the time I go in, and mind you, I don't even go into my inbox when it comes to Twitter, because who inboxes me on Twitter? Like, be for real. I am on Instagram more than I am on any other platform. So who would even try to do that, you know? But so I went in because I had to go check something that I was sent by another person, and that's when I saw his DM, and I was like, it's a verified person, and it's like, hi. dot dot dot. I'm like, hi, how are you? How may I help you? Customer care service. Customer care service. It should always be to the T, baby. You must be able to talk to people. Be able to talk to people, my dear. We spoke on there, and then I told him, could we convert to like speaking on Instagram, because I feel it's better than me having to be on X constantly, because I don't know why my X is not sending me notifications when I get a message, unless someone tells me I sent you a message like on a space, and then I go to that message. But other than that, I'm not getting any notifications that often from X. Fine, we conversed that, and I was like, lol, fine. I go on his profile, and I was like,
Which one is that one?
okay, we start talking. It gets to a point where we talk so much, we could just have each other's numbers, or at least each other's Snapchat, so we just talk more often, like on FaceTime or something, because it's like, I want to actually see who I'm talking to. As that day, it's so funny because the Instagram call was lagging, and I was just like, let's exchange numbers. Mind you, we've been talking for a while. Every day we talk. Literally every day I go on my app, I find a message from him, and I'm just like, okay, we can just have each other's numbers anyway. So we FaceTime, and he's all happy, jiggly, and stuff like that. Mind you, me and this daughter, me and this guy talk every day. Baby, when I tell you, you need to stick to your boundaries, and the man you want will come your way. That's it. I don't care if that man is coming in your life temporarily. The fact that you're literally only rooting for certain type of men, all of this nonsense, you will not entertain it. It's not gonna come through. The only reason why you guys end up dating people that really treat you bad and they don't take care of you emotionally and in all types of ways you feel you want to be taken care of is because you are giving people opportunities knowing they don't even qualify with your boundaries or anything. They don't qualify. Stop giving these bums chances. Anyway, in him, we get to the talking, we get to the FaceTiming. Now I'm starting to see the patterns. We're starting to FaceTime every day, right? We're starting to FaceTime every day. And I'm like, this FaceTiming is becoming so much. We're starting to FaceTime every day, and I'm like, hey, this FaceTime is, hey, every day it's a FaceTime. Every day it's a FaceTime. And I know what he's doing, He would tell me, like, at this time and this time, this is what I'm doing. At this time and this time, this is what I'm doing. And because I automatically, when I start talking to a man, I just put it in my head that you have a girlfriend already. That's how I am built. Like, until I am sure that you don't. Not because you told me, because anybody can say anything. I want to confirm also on my own, you understand, that you don't have a girl, and that is the furthest my investigation will go. You understand? If I ever have any doubts about you, any of that, and I feel like I have to start doing research, I'll just end it, because I don't want to be in that position anymore. I have fought, cried, and crawled myself out of positions like that. I don't want to do that anymore. I am not that girl anymore. And I keep telling you guys, that girl, I left her in another country, somewhere in Addis Ababa. Before I entered this country, I decided I cannot continue the same patterns. I am moving because I'm trying to change my life. You understand? I'm not trying to do all of this yada yada. You understand? So when I spoke to him and I found out that he actually lives in a different city, I was like, hey, okay, now how is this gonna work? You understand? Like, okay. And at the time we were friends, so I didn't really bring it up as to how it's gonna work, because I'm not thinking relationship. But the way he's talking is like, I really need a partner. Like, I really need someone, and I vibe with you, And I'm like, okay, cool, fine. That's not a problem. We can always get there, So me and him are talking. I literally know this man's routine. I know his skincare routine. I know where he is and when he's there. You understand? He would literally call me, right? He would call me, and when we're FaceTiming, he would do this, and I would literally greet all his team members. Baby, it is giving black luxury, like these earrings. Yes, I'm telling you, it's real nice over here when you value yourself. It's real nice when you love yourself. And people know how to love you when they see how you love you. Okay? So at the end of the day, we would talk every time. He would kind of see what I'm doing, so he would know what I'm doing when I'm doing it. If he sees I'm home past a certain time after calling me, he would know she's not going to work. She's at home. So he'd be like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, how do you know what I'm going to be? Like, I'm not going to work or anything. And it's like, because you're home past a certain time already, and I'm calling you, it's already past 8, 9, you're not at work, you're not going to work unless you're going in the afternoon. So what's up? You know, he would just be one step ahead. You know, he would kind of like finish my sentences. And I started to like it, but I started to notice like he started to like me more and more. And I was like, I like that, but I need to be sure what I'm getting myself into, because in the beginning of the year, not in the beginning of the year, but ever since last year, would I say September? Ever since last year, September, I've been celibate, because that was my last situation. And you guys know what happened with that situation. You guys know exactly what happened with that bum. So I decided I'm not like gonna involve myself or get sexually active with anybody, just because I feel like I want to be sexually active with someone I can sit up the next day and have a good conversation with, not someone that has to up and leave because they have another somebody waiting. I almost said that word. Okay, and I don't want to be that rude. So please, ladies, refrain from men that make you act crazy. Okay, refrain from people associated with people that make you act crazy. Don't even try that. Okay, and with this, I don't want to jinx myself. A lot of people have asked me like, who is he? You know, where does he come? Like, where does he live? Does he have an IG handle? Why are you guys asking me about his IG handle? Don't play with me. Like, why are you guys asking me about his Instagram handle? This is finally someone I don't want to share. I don't care if he brings me to tears. I don't care if it ends sad. I don't care if it will end or whatever. I'm just not gonna jinx myself. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. Okay, telling people about sensitive stuff, it's outrageous to me, especially when it comes to my men. I'm not gonna do that. You understand? Like, I can tell you about so many other things, but I'm not gonna tell you about this one. This one, something is just telling me, hide this one. Hide your girls. Pick the drip. With all of the talking and everything, it came down to the point as to where he wants to see me. So on a day, he asked me, so when do I get to see you? And he's been asking me this question for such a long time, but I just kept kind of like brushing it off, because I'm just like, I'm busy, I have so many things I want to do, and you know, I did not want to mess up anything. I'm back in school, like I told you guys in my last video. I'm doing so many other things, and I just felt like if I don't have the right man beside me while I'm doing a lot of important things that I have noted down for myself, I'm going to lose my shit. That is the problem why I don't want to be in a relationship when I have important things going on. And I mean, everything I do is important. Mind you, anything I do is important. It's just this time it's really stuff I want to start and get done with. And I just feel like if someone is not good for me in any type of way, they're going to stir me back. They're going to kind of push me back from my initial plans, deadlines, and things I want to do. I want someone that can support me the same way I'm willing to support them. And I would not know until we are in a relationship. And already the distance is why it's irritating me. It's gonna be a distance relationship unless I move, because he can't move. Because I mean, he can't move. I have to move. And I just feel like having to have this conversation when we are not even yet in a relationship is kind of scary. And it's kind of like, it's kind of screaming, you're rushing things, you're jumping into things a lot. But I just feel like it's conversations we will eventually gonna have. In my opinion, the way I speak is like I leave room for just friendship. The way he speaks is like I'm not even leaving room for friendship. I'm leaving room for friendship within a relationship. I want you.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, when I tell you, I'm not even talking out of excitement or me being a gone girl. You understand? I'm just talking out of the fact that I am finally attracting people that I do want to attract. That's what my hype is about. Not because he is who he is. Understand? Not because of, you know, his money, his position, you know, stuff like that. It's because of the type of people I'm attracting. It just tells me, that just is a confirmation to me that my manifestation and my growth on my own is attracting what I wanted to attract. My prayers are going to from my mouth to God's ears. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted for myself. You understand? Like, I didn't want a lot of things. It's just really confirming to me that I am doing the right things in life. I'm focusing on the right things. I am asking for the right things. I am direct about what I ask for, just so that I can get exactly what I'm asking for. You understand what I mean? Like, I'm taking time to manifest word by word. I'm not talking about manifest by sitting with a candle and at night like you're busy doing witchcraft. No. I mean literally being exactly who you want to attract. You understand? And I asked him those questions because I want to know where it is coming from. I was like, what made you even fall for me? He's like, you look really in your shell. Like, you really stick to what you do, and that is it. Even when we talk, I'm very constructive about what I say, and I'm very particular about what I say. I don't go out of my, my shell for anything. And one of the things that he also pointed out is the fact that now you knowing who I am and what I do, because he's a professional football player in the team Saints. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I'm not really a sports person. The last time I did sports was lower primary, and I used to do shot put and javelin. I don't know anything about sports. And back in Africa, if we say football, I mean soccer. You understand? But here in America, it's not soccer. Football is something else. I can compare it close to rugby. Or rugby, baby. I don't know if it's the same thing, but to my understanding it is. Right? And one of the things he pointed out was, you're not acting like all the other females. And I'm like, because I'm not the other females. And famous people with whatever position you have in life will never faze me. I'm not focused on people like that. And I might like you, but I'm not going to crawl on the floor for you. That's crazy. I have a standard. I also have a standard. So don't play with me. I came too far here. Amen. But he did mention, like, I just prayed you were not going to be like, all out and, doing that extra. And I'm like, because I don't have to. You're a regular person to me. You're just really a regular guy that I really like. So me and him, it's mutual. With me, I love to make sure I don't want to play myself. Especially me, I don't like to play myself. Every time, even for the ones that follow me, I will always tell you, I don't play myself, I don't manipulate myself. I will make sure you like me the same way I like you. And with him, he just felt like, I like you more than what you like me. Like, he likes me more than what I like him. Because I'm not really hyped about anything. Like, even if he calls me, I will lay in my bonnet. What do you think I should do? Get up and do my hair? No. I'm going to do my hair when I want to do my hair. I'm going to do my hair when I get the time to do my hair. I'm not going to do my hair just because you're FaceTiming me and because you're going to do this and show your friends my pictures. If they want to see me like that, then voila. That's the cook. I'm not into those things. I'm not going to. Hey, nobody is above me in my life. I am the top cheater in my life. Okay, suddenly you come and for me come like fool like you are the president of you run shit here. No, I don't jump for anybody unless it's my content. Exactly. So this guy decides, fine. Conversation, I will quote, because I remember it so well because it's yeah. He asked me, when can I see you? I told him, well, you're at a distance from me, I'm at a distance from you, so how are we going to do this? Mind you, that day he was training, right? How are we going to do this, And he was like, okay, fly to me. And I'm just like on the phone like, okay. Mind you, at the time I'm on the laptop, right? I'm on the laptop, I put him on the tripod, and I was just like, yeah, you're gonna talk to me while I'm busy doing my shit. Yes. So he asked me when I'm gonna see you. I'm like, okay, you're at a distance, I'm at a distance, yada yada. It was like, fly out, like come to me. And I'm like, why would I? Like, no, my mom won't allow me to do that. He's like, your mom? I'm like, yeah, I'm about my mom like that. Because if anything happens to me, that's the first person that starts looking for me. So she's the first person that's gonna know where I am, where I'm going, and when I'm going, and when I'm coming back. Yes, I don't play about my mom. He's like, oh, I wish I had my same relationship with my mom back then. I would usually just, go, and my mom would then find out when I'm at the venue that I left the city or some shit like that. And I was like, okay, that's you, Bookie. As for me, my mama will know exactly where I am. She does not play with me like that. You understand? So, I just told him it's really not really about my mom. It's really about me not knowing the city. I'm going there for one person, and that's not usually what I do, because I feel like people sometimes they do other things. Sometimes they can't show up. Sometimes they can't do, And when I'm in another city, I don't know where to go. And the other thing that he did mention was, I have your rental waiting for you, just in case you don't want to ride around with me. Whenever, if I'm probably at home or woke up late or whatever and you want to quickly run out, to the store or something, I'll have a rental out for you. I will have your Airbnb or your hotel, wherever you want to stay. I have that sorted for you. I'll have a round flight for you as to where you go and you have your flight to come back. I'm not going to make you feel like you're trapped in any way. And I said no, I would never even fly if I felt like I'll only depend on you to sort out everything for me. It's never like that. If a man invites me to another city, which has not happened yet, this is my first time, but if a man invites me to any other place, even if it's just for me to dedicate my entire day, I do make plans outside of that. In case you don't show up or you don't come through, I'm not there sitting waiting, did not make plans, canceled other things. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have shit running until you decide, okay, I am free and you can come through. You understand what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna cancel my plans. I learned the hard way so many times. Canceling your entire plans for the day because you dedicated your day to one person and then they don't come through or they don't answer the phone or things don't go as planned, and now you're sitting there bored looking stupid. I don't do that. I always have plans, because the plans I have, I can cancel them. I can cancel your plan too. Don't play with me, Bookie. Ain't nobody above me in my life. But anyway, that happened and he told me he'll sort me out, because as we were talking for this entire time, right, I let him know what type of female I am, what I expect from a man, and what I am willing to give to a man. You understand? And he liked the tone of it. He liked the tone of it. And I liked the tone of what he was saying to me too. You know, at the end of the day, you can only go so far as to say a lot of things, but execute, baby, execute. Okay? So my thing was, with everything he was saying, I really liked everything he said at the time also, and also now. I still like everything he says because he still calls me my pretty grace.
Stop it. Get some help.
Anyway, guys, am I a gone girl? Just tell me. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. With that being said, I did tell him I'm not going to be able to fly out just because I have that fear. I have not made plans about this whole entire situation. If I have to fly, you know, I'd have to make plans in that city just so that I have things covering in case you just don't come through. You understand? And when it comes to like money and stuff like that, I just feel, don't ever fly, drive, or go to a man's house if you don't have your own way of coming back. If you don't have plans there, because you're gonna look stupid when he doesn't show. And you know this men love to do things like that. Like, why would you even self-sabotage yourself? Ask yourself those questions. Like, be fucking for real. Yes, sis, man. So he asked me, okay, then when are you free? And I was like, no, this coming week, right? Which is the Monday. Again, you should have followed me on my social media platform so that you can know, especially Instagram. Actually, Instagram. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So he asked me, when am I free? I told him the week, like the coming week, right? Because I remember going to work on the Sunday. So the Monday, I was free. Right, and I said the entire week I'm not booked for anything. I'm actually just working on my social media platforms and kind of trying to finish brand deals and stuff like that. And he was like, okay, cool, then I'm flying to you. Peep the drip, peep the drip.
Hello girls, your mood my dear.
He flew to me and I thought he was joking. This man said, I'm coming to you because I want to see you. I feel we've been talking for such a long time, Grace, and we're just not like, I just want to see you. I want to see what it is, because the only thing that's really stopping anything here is me seeing you. I just want to physically see you. And I was like, okay, cool. And mind you, at first, when this guy contacted me and we started talking, I thought he's probably one of those people that saw a girl, liked the physique, you know, knew that he's flying to Seattle and was like, I just need somebody to fuck or somebody to be with there at that time. You understand? And I already let him know, like, if that's what you're about, you will be disappointed. Hey, I will disappoint you so bad. Even the game you've lost before, you even that will not compare to the disappointment I will give you. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. So I let him know that, you know, and with me being me, I'm myself when it comes to men. I am myself because I'm a vibe. Any man I've dated, any man I've dated know I'm a vibe. They will even tell you if they're being honest. But I'm being myself with this person, you know, and he said, I'm flying in. I really just want to see you. You really, like, I don't see why I can't see you. Mind you, he's in another state, not the state where he actually lives. He was in another state, and he was like, instead of me going from this state to back to Atlanta where I live, I could just come to Seattle, come see you, and then go back. You understand? Like, I don't understand why we can't do that. And I was like, okay, cool, fly in. This man said, I got you. He's on his phone while we on FaceTime. And you know when someone's on his phone, you can see it move, right? He's on FaceTime. FaceTime with me the entire time. I'm also working my own thing. You understand? He sends me a confirmation of his flight. He's coming to Seattle. He said you can track the flight so you can see what time I get there, because we were supposed to go on a date the first day, right? Go on a date, but then his flight was delayed twice. Mind you, at the time, I'm still not processing the fact that this man actually booked a flight to Seattle to come see me. Ole girl, me alone. I couldn't believe it. I was doing backflips on my bed. I won't even lie to you guys. It was crazy because I just thought like he's really flying out for me. He doesn't have a game here, doesn't have family here, doesn't have anything. You understand? Like nothing. He was actually on his way back to Atlanta. You understand? And I was just like, huh? Mind you, he's also moving from Atlanta to another state. He just said that's not for him. It's not his scenery. It's overrated. It's just Decided to take out all my wigs. I decided to put it down, and I was like, hey, this guy is coming. Okay. I'm literally gonna do my hair. I'm gonna look good. He's literally putting in effort to come and see me instead of me flying out, which is risky. I just feel it's risky. You understand? And he's actually coming, so you need to look good. I took out my 28 inch. I have a 32 inch here, and I just decided, why should I have two wigs that are basically the same thing? Like, it's not gonna make no sense. My bob, initially I threw it away by accident, but anyway, I just feel like that was God's sent because that wig was in bad shape. Anyway, I decided to cut my 28 inch into a bob. Yes. And it's giving black luxury. That's what it's giving. It's giving every man wants me the way I am. They accept me for who I am. This is what it is. It's just giving, I got it like that. I'm not bragging. It is just a fact. Like, just, you know.
I just think money recognizes me. Money is comfortable around me.
Just accept it and get there when you get there. But with that being said, I tracked his flight. And you know, it only started sinking in really after I was done doing my hair. I checked his flight. His flight is actually moving. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? Like, I thought this is a scam. Like, are you serious? And mind you, every time he lands at an airport, he calls me. He calls me. He'll call me, you know, and stuff like that. But then I also started thinking, most now, when he brought this in a situation up about coming to see me, I was like, why are you not in your state? But then he quickly confirmed that with me, and he was like, hey, I'm literally out here for a family function, because his family doesn't live in Atlanta. He's like, I'm literally here for a family function. He showed me the pictures, he showed me everything. He was like, I know you're thinking I probably flew out here for another girl. Like, I'm not doing that. Girls come to me. Girls come to me. And I'm like, I know girls come to you. I can literally see that. Like, ooh, he is cute, guys. Yo, yeah, he is cute. I don't even know what to do. I even itch just thinking about it. But it's like, he's handsome. He has a good body. He has a good career. He has good manners. He treats me nice. He talks to me nice. I get ready, everything, right? So his flight got delayed twice, and I did see that, right? His flight got delayed twice. We were on FaceTime, we were talking. He was really mad about it. But then the flight before he even landed in Seattle, right? The second flight that got delayed, he actually decided to get ready. Mind you, the effort, guys. It's the effort for me. The fact that that man actually got ready at an airport because he knew. Because look, at the end of the day, he was supposed to land at around 5, 6, and we would be ready by like 8. Or I would be ready by like 8. You understand? And he planned it out because we did reservations at a place not too far from me. It's kind of like, let me say it's like 30 minutes away from me. But then he wanted to send me an Uber to pick me up and go drop me at the venue that we chose. I told him I'll drive because I just felt like, you know, as a female, I have makeup in my car, I have perfume, you know, just to touch up. And when it's an Uber coming to fetch me, I just feel like I don't want that, especially for the first date. I just want to be secure on my own. If I feel uncomfortable or anything, I could always go out in my car and drive away. You understand? It's not that hard for me, so why would I do that to myself by allowing this man to send me an Uber, even though I've never seen him in person? I did not want him to know where I lived the first time. You understand? So he said that's cool. We did reservations at this. We did reservations at this one place. It's really nice. It's next to Ruston, so we have a view of the water constantly, regardless of where we are in Ruston. We have a view of the water, and I just love that scenery, right? Mind you, I got ready. Everything was kumnandikaya. It was beautiful, right? He landed here at 11. He landed in Seattle at 11 p.m. It's late, and you know, while he was still at the airport before he had to board his flight, he kept asking me, are you comfortable to do after hours? Mind you, I don't want to touch you. Mind you, I didn't even know what hotel he's sleeping at, but I know it's around Ruston, somewhere just close to the place, right? Because he said he didn't want to book something too far, so he would look for a place around that area. Mind you, it's a very expensive area. To book an hotel for 2-3 days, you'll be paying bang. So at the end of the day, he didn't ask me for a lot. He just asked me to give him my time. And that's what I gave him. He didn't ask me to even make the reservations. He called the place himself. I just told him what place I wanted to eat at. He called the place himself. He made the reservations. He just asked me for my time. My time. Hey, it's the little things that matter. I always said I want a man to pour in me as much as what I pour in him. It's the little things. And I don't sleep on nothing. Just because you did it the first time, the second time, the third time, I'ma always make sure you keep on your toes when it comes to me, because there's no way you're gonna impress me the first time, the second time, and not do it the third time just because you feel like, or she already knows that I'm capable of doing it. You're gonna be doing this. Because I will constantly throw into you, and I expect you to do the same. You understand what I mean? So the fact that he kept saying, I just need your time. I don't need nothing else, just your time. Just give me a little bit of your time. Because every time he calls me, I'm on my laptop, I'm always busy, I'm always doing something. You understand? So he asked for my time, and I gave him my time. I told him when I'm free, I told him we'll just have to do this date. Like, I don't care if it's late night, it's cool. You already made it clear it's nothing sexual, nothing. You just really want to see me. And because I felt like I really know you, it's really cool. It kind of settled my, my antennas. So at the end of the day, the flight got cancelled. He decided, well, I'm not going to have time to prepare myself at the apartment. So I'm going to get ready, drop my stuff at the hotel. They're going to take my stuff up, and I'm going to go to the venue as to waiting for you to pop up. You understand? So at that time, I remember I was live, and I was telling you guys what I'm about to do. I think I was doing it on my story and stuff like that. Mind you, I just felt reason why I did opt to have the date that time of the night, because the place where we're eating, it's like a hotel, right? But then there's a section as to where you guys can eat there, and then there's a bar area. The bar area closes at 2. But if it's like a special event, like a small one that doesn't require you to be outside of the place, you guys can be there till like 3:30. But it's mostly catered for people that are sleeping at the hotel. You understand? Not for people like outside. But because he made special reservations, he extended his reservation. You understand? And he was like, it's just a small event between 2 people, nothing big. You understand? We just want to eat, but then we want to later go to the bar. Mind you, he does not drink. He does not drink, or at least not drink that much. You understand? Like, it's a very special occasion type of situation. So we went out. I got to the venue, really beautiful. It's obviously dark. It's pitch black. But because there's water around us. But I walk in, and this man walks to me. Listen, I walk in. Right? It's a glass door, I can see, and he's sitting at like the bar area, because the restaurant area is like literally just down the stairs there. You understand? So he was sitting there because it's right by the entrance. I literally walk in, I open the door. I'm wearing a blonde bob. I'm walking in confidence. Hey, take notes. I'm walking in confidence. I'm wearing a heel I don't usually wear. Right? I walk in, and he walks to me. Which one is this one? Huh? He walks to me, and I'm like, what's wrong? Right? He's coming to me, and I don't know, I just have that thing. I just have that thing on me where I'm just like, So he's coming to me, and I'm like, what's wrong? And I was like, no, I just wanted to catch you halfway. I don't know why. I just walked to you. I don't know why. And I'm like, are you nervous? He's like, a little bit. I don't know why. I'm like, yeah, you're sweating because you got a lot of chains on. So he walks me down with him to the restaurant, right? And I'm just like, because he smells so good. I don't even know what perfume he's wearing, but he smells so fiery and woodish, and it's just so like, it's so, my man is here. Like, and one thing about me, every man I've dated that has ever worn perfume, okay, let me not say that because that's just like, oh, but look, I used to be someone else before I became her. You understand what I mean? So I might have dated a couple of bums, might have dated a couple of, and maybe I was even a bum to them. I don't know, but it didn't seem like that at the time, so let's not take it like that. But I love when a man smells good. Like, I listen to you more when you smell good. I won't lie. Like, if a man walks past me and he's smelling good, I have no choice but to compliment you. Like, hey, do you think I'm just gonna stand there and just be like, no, yes, that's me. That is me. I will smell you. I love people that smell well. And if you know me, you know I have racks of perfumes. I love to smell good even when I go to sleep. Even when I go to sleep, I love to smell good. You're not going to catch me any day or any time of the day smelling funky. I don't do funky. I take care of me. That's how I am. So at the end of the day, I was like, you know, it just made me feel so, my man. He had about 2 shots. I had about 2 margaritas. It was really nice. The food was classic. I will tell you, that was, I would rate it a good 9 out of 10. It was really good because I got to try a couple of new things that I don't ever try new things. I don't care if I'm eating out where, I'm just very cognizant, especially if I know that I have to eat. Like, I have to eat. I will not go order things that I'm not used to. I just don't, especially with being a date. I just didn't want to mess up. I just did not want to mess up. So I was like, it's cool. Fast forward, I did tell him prior, oh, I wish I could take pictures because the entire January just ended. I did not take pictures within that time. I literally, late January is the only time I uploaded a picture just because of that date. Other than that, the only time you guys were ever going to see me look good was going to be in March on my birthday. I was in the gym doing a lot. I didn't want to be on the internet, pictures, videos that much. You understand? But then I have to deliver what I have to deliver because that's my job. That's my job. But I wasn't like overreacting because I was like, you're here. You're here with somebody that's your type. That's the flex. That is the flex. Like, hey, I'm not coming on a date with someone I'm trying to convince myself that, hey, just give it a try. Maybe it might work. Maybe this is not what you think. You know, I'm actually going out and eating with someone that is my type. Body, money, career, lifestyle, everything. I really manifested this man. Like, I really did. Like I really did, guys. Like, I really did. And I love the fact that I know that pathway for me is open now. Because I don't know what type of men I've been manifesting. I think I was supposed to really go on that break. When I decided to be celibate, I think it worked out very well. I think that was the best decision I ever made because I don't want to ever lay my hands or my eyes or even smell a man that is not for me. I don't care if you hear temporary. The fact that I am actually attracting what I want. And when I mean temporary, it's probably because we don't meet eye to eye with certain things. Not because he's cheating on me. Because I don't attract low quality men anymore. And don't ask me, how do you know he don't ask me shit. We don't know. You don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Okay? Take that up with the Lord. Anyway, so he I feel like a fasatriran. That's how I feel. Because I am just reminiscing on like how the date went, how he looked at me, how he complimented me, how he asked how my food is, do I like the food, do I want to order anything extra. He made me feel so comfortable and I just feel such a woman around this man. Like nothing makes me feel like a big dog, like I'm big solid. Nothing makes me feel like I'm big solid in front of this man. Everything makes me feel like I'm just that girl. Like, I just want to slick my hair back because my man got it. That's how it is, girls. You should be very cognizant with the people you date, my dear. They're going to make you Bob the Builders. There's nothing about that time we had or any conversation we ever had through the phone made me feel like I wanted to be Bob the Builder. Nothing. I felt beautiful. I felt clean. I felt appreciated. I felt listened to. He listened to the conversation was so uplifting and like so precise to the point. Like, whoa, makes me want to shake my ass. But it's like, God, bruh, like, where were this type of people all along? Like, what was I doing? Like, did I have to go? But I also, on the other hand, feel like everything I've went through in life has built me to be who I am now. The character, the boundaries, the levels, everything always plays a part. Everything comes together at the end. And this is it coming together for me. And like I said, guys, I'm not saying this is the love of my life. Hey, we're gonna get married, have kids. We're gonna, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying I am just happy that the gateway to what I want is open, and that's confirmation enough. You understand? So we spoke about so many things. We spoke about kids, not us in general having kids, just like our view on certain things, because he wanted to see how I feel about certain things. And he said, I know we've spoken about these things before, Grace, but I just feel it's such a different vibe when I ask you face to face, because I can actually see your initial reaction. You are so blunt through the phone, but in person you're such a soft, you give off a soft energy. And I'm like, it's because you're not making me feel like I have to do anything. Woo, woo, woo. When I tell you, this bag has seen everything. Guys, start going for smaller designers, like different types of designers, right? Someone that designs a bag is a designer. It does not have to be Louis V. Even the people that design Louis V does not wear Louis V. Did you guys know that? Exactly. Let's start there. Let's educate ourselves. But I'm not speaking down on Louis V. I do have a Louis V. I'm just saying, go outside of what is already known. Kind of come out classic, godly. But like, and the fact that he even asked about my bag. He was like, what designer is that? And I'm like, it's actually Jason Wu. It's actually, I have another bag of Jason Wu. It's funny because he asked me and I explained to him what it is. Like, I explained to him, I really love other designers. Like, I really want to be different. Everybody is wearing Louis V and it's looking like you're trying to look like you got it, but you don't got it just because you got the bag. You understand what I mean? Like, that's what that brand gives to me. That's why I only bought one bag, and that was it. I said I want to try different other designers and look unique. Everybody in the club is wearing Louis V. Everybody in the club is wearing a Chanel. Everybody in the club, mind you, I do love it. I like it, but to an extent. I'm not gonna have a rack full of those bags, and no shade to the girlies that have that. But for me personally, I want to come out unique. I always want to have something to talk about. It's always the same bullshit outside, and I don't like that. But anyway, it's crazy because he asked me and I explained to him like why I like other designers and other bags, because they just make as good bags as any other designer, but they, because it's not the designer, people think like it's not it, but it's really it. It's just depends on how you wear it, baby. My thing was, we were so particular about the conversations we were having. It was so soft, guys. I didn't even want to scream. I felt he heard me. He listened to me. He looked me in the eye. He was listening to everything I said. Every time I say something, he looks at me. And I'm just like, I told him, whatever you're doing right now, may you continue to do it, because it has my attention. And he said, that's exactly what I wanted. You look like a hard ball to crack. That's what he kept saying. You look like a hard ball to crack. You just look like nothing really impresses you. And I'm like, it does. It's just, I don't like basic. I don't like basic. Nothing about me now is basic. Maybe the girl I've been back then was basic. And yes, she was. Because who the fuck is she? But like, me now, everything nice, everything lavish, everything godly, everything beautiful, everything pure. I want that. That's what I want to attract. I don't want to attract anything that does not align with the woman I'm becoming. I don't want that. So when it comes to the man, the dick, the money, the career, the lifestyle, I want certain type of men. And I cannot be wrong for wanting that, because I am also the shit when it comes to certain type of things. I'm not an ugly female. I look after myself. I have boundaries. I got my money up, way up. Way up. And I can prove that. You want receipts? Ask. I have everything I need in my life, and I have God. Without God, none of these other things I've mentioned ever exists. Because He lives. That's why. And thank you, God, because you knew exactly when to send this man. Thank you, my friend. It was just everything I wanted at the given time, And I'm not saying I don't want that right now. I'm just saying, like, He really did blow my mind. He really did blow my mind, right? He did fly back. Unfortunately, he flew back yesterday. And today's what? What's the day? Today's the 31st. He flew back yesterday, which was the 29th. No, the 30th. Oh my gosh, 30th. It was 30th. So he flew back, and I will tell you what happened then. But anyway, we spoke. We liked it. We liked our food, He said, I thought all influencers have to take pictures of the food. And I'm like, no, this is not about that. I came to talk to you. I came to have fun with you. I did not come on content basis. It's not that deep for me. It's really not that. It's never been that deep for me. So it's not happening. I'm not taking pictures of anything. I don't even want to take pictures of your hands, even though they look so good while you're holding mine. Because mind you, we stopped eating, or we were done eating, so to say. We drank our waters, and stuff like that. And he drank water after he ate, and because he had juice. I think he had orange juice. And I had cranberry. I wanted cranberry. Cranberry with ice. It's really good. And he drank water, and he was like... And I did the same. I just copied because, copy your man. Yo, gone girl.
Stop it. Get some help.
So we proceeded to the bar area, right? Food is taken, everything. We're drinking our juices. We're holding hands across the table, and it's just like, your fingers are just so cute. I don't know. But it was nothing on no sexual, like I want to eat you up, so type of shit. It was just on some, you're really pretty, and I just like the way you talk to me. You're really very decent. You're a very decent girl, like in person also. And I'm just kind of like matching up everything that has been happening over the phone with everything that's happening now in person, and I'm just like, everything is the same. I'm not no different person, I'm same person, right? And I smell good. That's what he said. So I was using 2 perfumes. I will show you. These are the 2 perfumes I was using. I was using this one. I was using this one, and then this one. This is my ultimate. This is what I go for. This is what men like. This will get you what you want. Okay, basically, so we walked to the bar. He pulled up my seat. I sat. The entire time when we were talking, because I was like, what are you gonna drink, and stuff like that. And he got this one drink. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is actually. He actually got this one drink, but I don't know what that was. But I know it was non-alcoholic or something, right? Like something sparkly, but it was non-alcoholic. I drank a cocktail, right? And I didn't want to get drunk or anything. I wanted to really put more time in the conversations we're having, so I can really ask like the questions that I wanted to ask. And he was very direct with my answers, with the answers he was giving me. I like that about him. And I told him, there's really nothing for you to hide, because I will find out eventually. And I looked him dead in his eyes, and he looked me back in my eyes. I was like, yeah, like, I just wanted to know more about this person, because I don't know when I'm going to see him again, And I did tell him that. I don't know when I'm going to see you again. I need to know when I'm going to see you again. And even if you don't have a date, I just want to know, am I going to see you again? And he kept asking me, am I going to see you again? You look like you have so much other things in your life, so many other people that's going to get a chance to sit at a table with you and have a conversation with you, meaning you're not going to have time for me until your roster. Now, when he said roster, I stopped him there, because I was like, hey, I'm not the type to have a roster. I don't have a roster. I feel females that have rosters and that switch men are dirty. That is what I said. I don't even associate with females like that anymore. I don't. Like, if that's what they have and they have a roster, I might talk to you, but I'm never gonna hang out with you anymore. I don't like females that be switching men like that. I don't. I don't. Like, keep it, like, stick. Okay, you with this one and then you with that one, and then later on I see you with this one. I'm just like, I start to build an image about you in my head. That's how I am. I will talk to you, will kiki ha ha ha, but I start to build an image about you in my head, and I know that I will not be at decent places because you're not decent. Even if you look, you're just not. Because that is what you're showing me. You're with this guy, with that guy, with that guy. It's cool. I won't bring it up to you because you're a grown person. You know what you're doing. I'll leave it. I'll just really exclude myself out the picture. I don't want to be with those energies leech on people, especially now that I decided I wanted to be celibate. I don't want to mix with people that does not give me a better reflection of myself, or at least reflect my good characters. I don't want to be around people like that. And you choose your friends, you choose your people. But at the end of the day, we spoke. I started tugging at my leg, you know. He took off one of my shoes and was massaging my foot. Mind you, I didn't mind that because I have cute feet, you know. So I was cool with that. He almost, because my dress is so tight, I had to put both feet on his lap, right? And he was massaging my foot as I was drinking this cocktail, and I was telling him about my day and about the struggles that I'm facing sometimes with these brands that are not communicating on time, and they're expecting me to send them the products and the results on time and shit like that. And we were just going about it, you know, and stuff like that. So by 3 o'clock, we were ready to go. At 3, we decided we're gonna sit in the car for a couple of minutes. You know, he was really tired. He really looked tired, but he just wanted to be around me. And I was like, I'll see you tomorrow, right? He did not ask me, do you want to come sleep at my apartment? Do you want to, you know, anything? He didn't ask me any of that because he already knew what time I was on. He did offer, if I wanted to, for him to just drive behind me because he had a rental wait for him here. And mind you, that rental was already dropped off by the time we thought he was going to land. That rental has been at the airport. But when he got there, he got the rental. He drove behind me. And the only reason why I even allowed him to drive behind me, because he said, I wanted to escort you home just to make sure you're safe and then I come back. I just feel that is a token of appreciation for bringing yourself out here and actually spending your time with me when you're supposed to be sleeping or doing other things, you know. And I just like that. So I allowed him to take me, bring me into my house. We stood outside, we were hugging, and he kept asking me like, when am I gonna see you again? When I tell you guys I wanted to faint. Hi, boo. I wanted to faint. Like, when am I gonna see you again? Like, are you gonna make time for me? Like, am I really gonna see you? And I'm like, you're gonna see me. Like, literally, when I go in the house and you get to the hotel, you can literally call me on FaceTime like we usually do. Like, what's gonna change? What's the change? You know? So that was cool. We hugged it out, you know, thugged it out, and he left, right? He left. I took a shower, and then I kind of draw you guys the tea a little bit on my Instagram, and then he FaceTimed me. And it was so nice because we were talking about so many of these things. It's like we're continuing the conversation, you know. We even sleep on the phone most of the time, so that is kind of like our thing, our go-to. Fine. Nevertheless, that happened, and because I had to drive him back to the airport, mind you, because he gave back the rental since he was just really unsettled about the timings with his flight. He was just like, man, I don't want this thing to be delayed, and then me already returning the rental and stuff like that. He's just like, I'm just uncomfortable being in a place where I'm just uncomfortable being in a state I don't know, especially if I'm alone, because you're not constantly here with me. And I'm like, yeah, unfortunately, that's probably gonna happen on the second time we meet each other, because at that time I'd be more comfortable being in one setting with you, especially if anything progresses. Yes. So I took him to the airport. We sat in the car. It was really lovely. He kept asking me like, am I gonna see you again? You just look like you're just a hard ball to crack. Like, I haven't gotten to any soft spot of yours yet. And I'm like, why would you want to get to any of my soft spots? So you can start misbehaving? Is that what you want to do? And he's like, no, it's just like, I don't feel very assured by anything you say. Like, you say a lot, which is good, but then there's nothing assuring me that you want to take this further. And I'm like, I gave you my time. Like, I'm literally sitting here, I brought you to the airport, and he's like, no, Grace, I think this is just a token of kindness from you, because you're not a bad person, you're doing this. But I want to see it from the point of, I actually am doing this because I also like you, and I don't know if I'm seeing it or if I'm not, or if I'm just overthinking the situation. I was like, yeah, you're overthinking the situation. He's like, I really want to see you again, and I want to see you very soon. He gave me this because if you guys remember the video, I'm gonna pin it right here. You see, I'm not wearing I never had this necklace. You guys never, if you follow me, you know I don't have something like this, right? And I'm going to upload a picture on my status of him wearing it so you can see, but I'm only gonna crop it at like his neck, because you guys are very you wanna see who it is. I'm not gonna jinx myself. I just feel like this is one person I just don't want to put on the internet. I don't want to put a face to a case. You understand? If anything ever happens or whatever, I just don't want it to be like that. Because everybody always dates a famous person, and now they want to make reels on TikTok. A day in the life of a girlfriend of a football player. No, I don't want to do that. I have a brand I'm building on my own, and this is on a mature level. He is a professional footballer. You understand? And he has, until we are in a situation that is really solidified, I will start to talk about him, or I will start to show him more within my routine. You understand? But I am not going to expose him right now. And I also asked that from him. I told him don't, because he was taking pictures of my toes for whatsoever reason. But my toes are really cute, really edible. But he was like, I was telling him, I don't want anything to be exposed right now, just due to the fact that I'm also building I don't want people to think that they only know me, or, you know, through me dating you or me having any relation to you, you know. I want me to be known for me first, because I'm building my brand in that sense, and I don't want it to clash with any drama, you understand, that comes with, stuff like that. I don't want that. I am building a brand. I respect myself, I respect my brand, and I don't want my brand to be linked to anybody. And I don't want any, fuzzy stories and stuff coming out because of who you are as a person. And he said that. He actually said, I respect that and I understand that, and it makes so much sense. Many other people would have just ran with the thought of, I'm dating, or I am seeing, or I'm talking to a professional footballer. And I told him, again, I'm not fazed by famous people. I don't know how you take that, but in the most kindest way ever, I'm not fazed. So he did understand that. For the most part, he did understand that. So before he left, he gave me this necklace. I'm gonna zoom in. You see it? It's like a Jesus piece. It's like a Jesus piece, like Mother Mary, right? And he was wearing it, and I was like, oh, this looks so feminine. And it's like, no. So he showed me where he bought it from. He did show me. He was like, why would you think it's feminine? Oh. I don't know why he felt the need to want to prove everything to me, because I told him I will find out anyway, right? But he did show me where he bought it, and he kind of showed me like other options and stuff like that of the same necklace, which I really found cute, because I was interested in something like this. I always wanted like a Mother Mary piece, because I don't have a rosary of my own yet, and this was just so cute. And he actually said, I'll just leave you with this one. This is gonna be my confirmation that I am coming back, or you're coming to me, one way or the other. And I'm like, I know what you want from me right now. You want me to be in a relationship with you, and I understand. That's why you're acting in this way, and I'm not finding it weird or cringy or nothing. I understand you're grown and you're expressing yourself more, because I'm making you feel safe to do that. And he did say it. You make me feel safe to express my feelings, instead of making it look like it's cringe, or it's like, you're doing too much. And I like that. The fact that we're already at that point where he feels comfortable to express himself to me, I love it. I love everything about it, I don't want people to hide their feelings. I don't want people to feel like I need to be perfect or to be this type of person around you just because it's you. No. I want you to be comfortable because I'm comfortable, and I'll always be comfortable regardless of how you feel. You understand? I will always just be me. So with that being said, we're on FaceTime and all that stuff after he landed, and he was like, oh my gosh, I really, really just want to see you again. Like, I just feel like so funny. I just feel like I just took the biggest leap. He was like, I just felt like I took the biggest leap of faith by actually traveling to go see a female. Is that it's not the other way around. So this is really something I want, you know, and I got to see that you are just who you say you are. So I like that, and I just feel like we can go forward with it. So the next time you're probably gonna see me, flying out. Yes, but that is the end of that story. Like literally, I am just living within my fantasy of understanding that what I really want is coming my way, and I love that. For me, it's goodbye. Do stay tuned for videos next week. I'm dropping every week, and I'll be dropping every Friday because I'll be dropping this video Friday. Okay, so do stay tuned. Definitely stay tuned.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not